We can't just sit here.
You know what? I actually agree with Herschel.
Get back here! We're not leaving. We can't stay here.
What if there's another stop or a wood pallet won't stop one of those rounds?
We can't even go outside.
So Rick agrees with the whole we're not leaving thing.
Rick says we're not running, we're not running.
Better to live like rats.
Oh, for
You got a better
God's
idea?
sakes, Merle.
Yeah, we should have slid on.
Do you want to
in
be
last
welcome?
night, live to fight another day. Yeah, I'm sure he's got scouts on every road on it.
I'm pausing it already just because of Merle. He's clearly in a cell, so it's not like... This is what I thought we should have done from the start, by the way. Let's just not get into that right now. It was way too early in the reaction to be getting my brain going like this. What I'm trying to say is, already he's testing the limits of his welcome. He does have a point, though.
I'm scared of that prick.
Y'all should
Whoa.
be. We might have some thick walls to hide behind, but he's got the guns and the numbers. And if he takes the high ground around this place,
Shoot.
The thing is Merle's right.
No. He's got a point.
He's got
This
a
is
point.
all you. You started this.
What's the difference whose fault it is? What do we do?
I said we should leave. We can't just sit here.
You know what? I actually agree with Herschel.
Get back here!
Whoa.
You're slipping, Rick. We've all seen it. We understand why. But now is not the time. You once said this isn't a democracy.
My God.
Now you have to own up to that. So get your
Jesus.
head clear. And do something.
Sort your shit out. It's a stern sort your shit out. Whoa. Do I think Rick can handle making another gamble at this point in his development? I don't even know, man. I think he's so fragile right now. It's crazy to think of him making another gamble and getting it wrong.
You should stop.
Stop what?
Dating?
You can go later.
Wow.
Let Herschel and Daryl handle things.
Hearing that from your kids as well?
You deserve a rest.
You can see that that's coming from such a lovely place, man. Think about what that's going to do to Rick as well. Thinking that you can't protect your own son may very well just kick him into gear. Does he lead us to victory, to survival against Philip? And if he does, brilliant. Oh, what a line. Carl as well
How many
standing
does
up.
that give us now?
20.
Oh, wait,
have
what?
several people with chronic
So we're
conditions, hearing impairment, arthritis.
And if we include men and women aged 13 and up.
Wow.
Boys and girls.
What, you're talking about enlisting children to fight your petty war? How many people are going to follow him? I'm telling you now, I think Andrea is going to become more of a leader than he is, and it's going to cause conflict, because people are going to want to follow her instead of him. Something like that, because what he's going for is selfish. He doesn't care about this town.
35. I'll make sure they all have sidearms and plenty of ammo.
We'll start training when Martinez is ready.
It's ridiculous, man.
What's this I hear about the prison? You said you were going to leave it alone.
Oh.
No retaliation.
I went to negotiate. Bad enough we got
for
fighters
God's
at our gates. We
sakes.
can't have aggressors just miles away.
So you went and welcomed them to the neighborhood?
Lies.
You know they shot at us? I don't know who these people were when you were with them, but they've changed.
You knew about this?
I was informed this morning.
My golly gosh. My golly gosh, Andrea. If she doesn't see this now, weirdly I kind of want her to trust him, because I want her to be close to him, because I want that kind of influence inside. I want her... she'll end up betraying him, or something like that. Maybe multiple people will. But my point is, in the long run, yes, it makes sense from my point of view, but right now, if I'm looking in her shoes, she needs to get the hell out of there. And surely she recognises. Maybe she recognises and manipulates him back. I don't know.
I'm going to see them. I'll work
He's
this
not
out.
going to let you do
They're
that.
hostile.
Nope. And surely she picks up, man, that she is a prisoner of
Andrea,
manipulation and of
go
just
to that
general...
prison. Stay there.
Wow. Ultimatum kind of nonsense. Bro, how is she gonna... I'm not gonna say she's still jumping full head first into this relationship, whatever this is. Maybe she starts caring about this town. Maybe she... Like, look at her. Look at what it's turning into.
They want Noah to fight. Who's talking about fighting?
The only way to defend ourselves is with an army. So we're trapped in here. Right? There's barely any food or ammo.
Been here before.
There's always a way.
That's when it was
The
just
world is a
us.
way.
Before there was a snake in the nest.
Man, we can go through this again? Look, Merle's staying here. He's with us now.
Exactly. Come
Get
on.
used to it. Hey, all y'all.
Like, listen to me, right? Listen to me. I do not think that he's going to go without causing some kind of problem. The sooner they get over that, for the time being, I'm not saying this is a closed conversation. We need Daryl. We need Glenn. We need Merle. We need Rick. We need Michonne. We need everybody able-minded. We don't need any of this resentment crap. Merle is like cheesecake compared to Philip. Cheesecake? The fuck? Let me just shut up because I'm going on and on and on.
Seriously, Rick, I don't think Merle living here is really gonna fly.
I can't kick him
I
out.
wouldn't ask you to live with Shane after he tried to kill you.
Merle has military experience. He may be erratic, but don't underestimate his loyalty to his brother.
Exactly what I said. Would he betray his
Deliver
brother?
Merle to the governor, bargaining chip. Give him his traitor, maybe declare a truce.
Oh. You're having a laugh that they just said that.
You're the farmer, Herschel.
And you're the black sheep, Merle.
When the governor returns, he's gonna kill me first. Michonne, my
That's the
brother.
thing. Those are the people that he truly
Then your girls.
is after.
Glenn, Carl, the baby, whoever else is left. He'll save Rick for last, so he can watch his family and friends die ugly.
Sadism, man.
That's who you're dealing with.
I remember like a couple of reactions guys saying, I fear the governor more than Merle. This was before I knew he was dodgy, like way back when he was like playing golf in his town. I said, I kind of fear the governor more just because something feels like quite meticulous about him. And, you know, it's crazy to think now that I'm sitting here thinking that we need Merle, or I'd rather have Merle at my side than not in a situation when we're facing him. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm using him. Like, the thing is Merle hasn't directly affected me. So I can understand where Glenn's coming from. I can understand where all of them are coming from. But when it comes to my point of view, I don't want to see the worst happen to him. I want to see him given a chance to prove himself.
Noah's asthmatic.
You ever shoot a gun, son?
I had a BB gun once.
Well, you're gonna learn from the best.
Doesn't care, man. Does not care one bit.
I'm glad you came back.
Me too, man.
What? All this?
That's the other thing. He had a chance to
This is our
run.
home. He's your brother, but he's not good for you. Don't let him bring you down.
Okay, I can respect how she's come across with that, because it's not like everyone else like immediately jumping to the, bro, get rid of him. Don't listen to Daryl's thoughts and feelings. She's like gone to him, she said, don't let him bring you down. But she's almost like accepting his decision. Come on, Carol.
The fight at the prison. You swear you didn't know anything about it?
I wouldn't advocate a move.
Good. Then you have to cover for me. I'm going to the prison. I have to. I was with them.
Don't put me in this situation.
I wish there was another way.
Nah, he's gonna
And that's a
fold,
chance
man,
we have
because
to
he's...
take.
Maybe you do, but I don't. This is a betrayal.
No. It's an attempt to stop this before more people get killed.
Exactly.
You can do this,
But the governor's not going to listen. You can talk all you want. The minute he gets this shot and we are in his sights, he will shoot. Believe you me. Bro, look how terrifying that is. Whoa. Bro, I'm telling you now, he needs an eye patch or something, G, because that bandage isn't going to work. Oh, there we go.
You asked me to keep tabs on
Captain
her.
Jack Sparrow. Why am I saying that?
She's going back to the prison and has requested my assistance in escaping. Her words, not mine.
I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him.
Help her.
Eh?
Is this some sort of test?
Help her.
Everything with this guy is so hard to read, man. Everything. He does not mean that. What are they doing? Oh, I know what they're doing. Oh, the teeth.
Press it down. Hey, hold it.
I'm trying.
We somehow survived this. Hello. So this is how we reconnect. So I was wondering if they went to another part of the prison. So no, they've literally been forced out. Now are they going to want to go back? The frick? I mean, I trust these guys for some reason. I'm not sure I trust all of them, but I like the majority of them. I like what they stand for as a group, and I think they could benefit us. But I think they just got us at a really weird time, you know. So, Andrea's found these guys. Brilliant. Oh, gosh. This is a conversation I wasn't looking forward to.
You know, if we're gonna live under the same roof, we should clear the air.
I kind of agree with that, though.
Hunting you down thing.
Just don't be an arse about it.
That was just business.
As long as I don't see a two-face from Merle.
Anyway, hope we can get past it.
I don't think that's quite enough to, like, bring down the barriers again,
Diversionary
but
tactic.
I can
Keeps
see
the walkers
somewhat
away.
of an effort.
You got a camp?
We have a town. It's walled.
There's about 70 of us. I'll take them back.
Are you sure?
Wait, Milton's gonna take them back genuinely?
If he asks, just...
I'll handle it.
Unless Philip just tries to convince them to attack the prison, but then what are they gonna say when it's like, that's not who we are? Then there's, you know, power dynamics, and then what?
Something weird out there.
This is the first time they've seen Andrea in so long. What a reunion. And she doesn't even know that Shane's there as well, remember that. Like, this could have more conflict than we think. What does this bring? I'm excited, you know. Oh my god, and Merle as well. I love that he's contributing, but oh, his unfinished business isn't there. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous that I'm happy and it's going to be snatched away from me very, very soon.
Open it! Hands up! Turn around! Turn around now!
Wow! Because she's with the governor. As much as I feel bad for Andrea at this point in time, like,
if you were alone.
Rick has to do this, man.
Welcome back. Get up.
Whoa. Because there's going to be questions about whether she knew, you know, whether she could have done something. And oh, she must feel like such an alien in this point in time, man. Surely people say hello properly. Oh, here we go. Carol, of course.
I can't believe this.
Look how many of you are still alive.
Where's Shane?
Whoa.
And Lori?
She had a girl. Lori didn't survive.
Neither did T-Dog. I'm so sorry.
T-Dog, Laurie, Shane,
Carl.
and the people she didn't meet. Dude, look at that face as well. I'm just saying we can't be mad at her, man. We can't be mad at her. And I do not believe that her allegiances are with him. I don't. I think she cares about that town, though. I think she probably felt like she could convince Philip otherwise, and she's sort of sussed that there's more going on. That's why she's here. But she cares about that town enough. She cares about our group as well, enough to try and stop this. She doesn't want it to start, you know. She doesn't want the bloodshed. But there's going to be people wanting revenge. Think of just Glenn already. Glenn and Maggie. So that's what I mean by it's so complicated. It's every single person has got a viewpoint, and of all times now, they are voicing it.
We had that field courtyard until your boyfriend tore down the fence with a truck and shot us up.
He said you fired first.
Who are you going to
Killed an
believe?
inmate who survived in here.
Well, she better believe us out of all people. Look how many of us there are.
I didn't know anything about that.
I don't get it. I left Atlanta with you people, and now I'm the odd man out?
He almost killed Michonne, and he would have killed us.
With his finger on...
Michonne. I keep calling her Michonne. Michonne. It's Michonne. I don't know why I keep putting an A on the end.
I cannot excuse or explain what Philip has done. But I am here trying to bring us together. We have to work this out.
There's nothing to work
There's
out.
no coming together,
We're
though.
gonna
That's...
kill him. I don't know how or when, but we will.
This is why I love this show, because the real life implications of something like this, like a scenario like this, of being in a group without connection to the outside world, they think that we're the enemy, just because of one man's influence and one man's manipulation.
Next time you see Philip, you tell him I'm gonna take his other eye. We've
Whoa.
taken too much shit for too long. He wants a war, he's got one.
Wow.
Right. You can't stand alone anymore.
You wanna make this right? Get us inside.
No.
Then we got
There
nothing
are
to do.
innocent people.
Thing, I told you, It's not as simple as a war. There are innocent people. But we're not going to see them because all we see is red right now because people have died. Philip has caused this. I kind of think Andrea is going to be more help and more beneficial at Woodbury. I mean, it's dangerous as hell. It's incredibly dangerous, and for all we know, she could die because of it. But she might incite some kind of change.
I didn't choose him over you. I wanted a life. Once we entered Woodbury, you became hostile.
That's because I could see it.
See what?
Him.
That you were under his spell from the second you laid eyes on him.
No, I am there because those people need me.
And what about these
You're
people?
there now because of that reason.
I'm trying to save them too.
Do I think that she still cares about Philip? Not really. I think she is starting to realise
He chose
it.
a warm bed over a friend.
Yo, can I just say really quickly, can you guys just do me a favour and not stand in the open like this? And she's conflicted so badly because I don't think she wants...
Stevens will be here soon. We'll get you checked over.
Oh...
No, it's my pleasure.
When you're ready to travel, head west.
Surely
Avoid
someone in
anything
this group...
north, Up 85.
Group
We just came
realises.
from there.
Ran into some whack job in a prison.
Oh my god, and it's fallen into his hands.
The others seemed decent. Everything seemed cool, and the other leader came back and practically shoved a gun in my face.
So does it become a matter of turning Rick into the villain? Imagine he tries to turn
Lost Alan's wife.
our own people on
This
Rick.
guy Rick showed up all of a sudden, chased us out.
You need help with these guys? We're in.
Whatever we gotta do to earn our keep.
Wow, but
Were
they're
you
just trying to
inside the
survive.
Can you describe the layout?
It was pretty confusing, but I could try.
Inside
You
knowledge.
get your rest.
God's sakes.
We can talk about it tomorrow.
Look at that
Just say
smile.
you're
Everything
stay
you
here
could
as
have
long as
wished
you like.
for.
You take the knife.
I think she is... Look, do you see those eyes right there? I think she's the only one that's doubting that. Surely, they listen. Surely. Oh yeah, by the way...
Precious.
Ain't a Judas. I've theorised many a times previously about the fact that I believe that kidnapping the baby or finding a way to manipulate the group rather than just blow them off the street. And now that he knows that Rick is a bit of a loose cannon, and now that he knows, maybe he thinks he can influence our group. Maybe he thinks that.
And Shane? Rick killed him.
Oh.
Shane tried to kill Rick.
She's not going to
Shane
believe
loved
it.
Rick. Rick's become cold. Unsteady. He has his reasons.
Exactly, of course he has his reasons. But Andrea, you're
Governor,
stepping on fine ground at
You
this
need to do
point.
something. You need to sleep with him. Give him the greatest night of his life. Get him to drop his guard. Then when he's sleeping, you can end this.
Oh my god, holy shoot. But she ain't gonna do that. You know why she ain't gonna do that? Because she's seen the side of him and why this happened. She knows. And she's already made her mind up that Rick is... I mean, he is unstable, let's be real. And he has gotten cold. But he needs friends and family. He does not need enemies. So she's going back. Notice something. She's been sent back with that message in her head, by the way. She's not going to do it. Will Philip trust her now? Nah. His guard is way too high. Since his daughter died, he has had no thought about anything. I don't think he's got a thought about Andrea at this point in time.
Be careful.
You too.
Bloody hell, man. Her character, of all characters, just confuses the heck out of me emotionally. Has she worked it out? Has she realised where her allegiances lie? Because she wants to protect this other group, but then she also wants to protect her family. See? I think it's a mistake her leaving, just so you know. I think it's a mistake her going back to Woodbury.
That's far enough!
I'm going to try and not pause for the rest of the episode. She's definitely got people here that like her, by the way, care about her. Whoa!
I went to the prison.
He knows, don't you worry.
They're broken. Living in horrible conditions.
He sent you back here?
No.
Is she about to play
That was my call.
Two sides. He's putting out a carrot to see if you bite. And if you bite, he is not stupid. He will have thought of every single scenario or outcome of what's about to happen. Unless I'm just misjudging the crap out of that.
So she left.
Oh gosh. I can't help but feel like
Just like a boy.
the singing is like a precursor to bad.
This fella's armed to the teeth, bent on destruction.
Match it. I'm going on a run.
Head out tomorrow.
No, you stay here. If he causes a problem, it's on you.
Got him.
So he's trusting Daryl to make sure his brother doesn't step out of line.
Sure that's a good idea.
I'll find out.
Am I okay with that? I don't have to think about that, man. Because I know for a fact Philip is meticulous and he would have thought it all. They're gonna kill Andrea, aren't they? Oh wait, so he just genuinely let his guard down. Oh my gosh! So she still has faith that she can sway him. I told you, she's seen too much good in him to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is the end of the reaction. A slow one actually, quite a slow one. It felt like preparation. It felt like a bit of a, obviously reuniting with Andrea. That felt not good actually, funnily enough. Like, it felt really odd, and I can understand why after everything that we've all been through. So I guess that was a huge part, and her part to play in this is massive, because she's playing two sides. She's playing the side of this village. She wants to protect them, she wants to look after them, but then she cares about her family, right? So what does she do? Hear me out. There's certain scenes that you simply think to yourself, is that like a precursor? Is that like hinting towards a mistake, or is that hinting towards an outcome? Her holding that knife to his neck, was that the moment they had, the chance they had to be immoral, but as Shane would put it, create a greater outcome? Was that their opportunity? I'm not saying I would ever do that. Like I said, maybe the same as Andrea, I don't think I could put myself in that situation. But was that the moment that having a Shane around would have prevented a lot? Because every time you put Shane there, dead, like that's it. And I was sitting there thinking maybe Philip had some kind of, he knew or something, maybe he was awake or maybe what. But he genuinely let his guard down. So maybe he genuinely cares. Or maybe he's testing her. Maybe it's like he doesn't really care. Like, he knows that she's useful in a sense. Maybe she becomes a bargaining chip. Maybe that's why he's kept her around. Maybe it's not about love or any of it. And yeah, I think he's got so much as well. I think he has thought all of this. I think he knows that having Andrea around is a benefit for him. And he knows he can learn stuff about us. Stuff that will hurt us. He now has access to information which could be detrimental. Him letting her leave was a very, very meticulous situation. Why did he do that? He obviously didn't trust her. He sort of said to her, if you go there, stay there. He's welcomed her back. Why? Like I said, since him snapping, everything else that matters to him is gone. It's like tunnel vision. He has a drive now, and that is to go after and seek revenge. I'm not saying he's unreachable. I'm not saying that. But I've got a weird feeling that Andrea is not going to be the one to reach him. Now, the other big thing, beyond that, because I haven't quite solidified my thoughts on Andrea, etc., is Rick and Carl and all of these, whoever's going on this little side mission. It blows my mind that we're separating in a moment like this, when we're this vulnerable. We're relying so much on timing right now, it's mental. Like, Rick wants to go off and, I don't know what, like, I guess do some scouting, maybe he goes and tries to get some bargaining chip of his own. I still think the baby has a huge part to play. I still think the baby at some point will become like almost like a make or break. Yeah, I guess for me, like, the other interesting thing is Merle being around and everyone sort of accepted it. Well, everyone's accepted it, not really. We've sort of gotten to the situation now where it's like Daryl is in charge of Merle, and if Merle mucks up, Daryl mucks up. That's what Rick said. Now, the fact that Rick's leaving stresses me out, because who does that leave in charge? Now, we've got Glenn, who's going on he's sort of got his own little hothead-like situation at the moment where he's trying to lead and he's trying to step up. Is he going to do that and try and challenge Daryl? Because I imagine Daryl's kind of, he is holding down the fort, isn't he? As is Herschel. The fact that Mel's being left with Glenn and Mel's being left with Michonne and Mel's being left with all these people that do not like him, not all these people, but majority of them, that freaks me out, because I do believe that he will be beneficial for us in the long run for this particular mission. I think he's trying to make an effort. I do not think he would betray his brother as easily as it seems. And yeah, like, it's like, dude, what on earth do I think about him being left there. Oh my gosh, this show's cheeky, man. It's cheeky. And I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't come back together for a little while, maybe towards the end of the season. And maybe when Rick gets back, it is even worse than when he left it, which would blow my mind. Weirdly, like, I'm not excited. Like, I'm nervous. Look, I think I should leave it there, guys, and maybe talk if I need to in a later part of this video. If you enjoyed it as ever, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, DinnerRoom2Ds. And let me know down below what you thought of the episode, the reaction, and I'm happy to get some discussion going as soon as possible. But yeah, that's from me, as ever. It's been your boy Dan, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.